Hello, everybody. This is Mike from QualityCarDriver.com, and I'm here today because I'm excited. This is my video I'm making on how to drive for Lyft, and this is my opportunity to show people that's just wanting to start driving or people that are driving right now if they're new. So today I'm going to show you how to drive for Lyft. And the three things I do before I drive all the time is I basically will make sure my car is working great, and it is. I have enough gas in my car now, so I got that. And also I make sure my car is clean inside and out, so everything's cool. Let's start looking at driving for Lyft. So first thing I have to do is go to my GPS, make sure that's on because they have to find me. So I put location on my app, my phone. Then I go to the Lyft app. The Lyft app is right here, it says Lyft Driver. And then right now it's a good time to drive, so I go online. And I'm online now. So I can start driving. Now sometimes I don't, I'm at the gas station right now, but I'm gonna go driving. I just got my first request, Justin. So I click on request, go see Justin. And it would take me, my GPS would take me right to where I'm going.
Head west on West Lasky Road toward Glen Oaks Drive.
So I'm start driving right now for Lyft. This is my first ride of the day. And as you can hear, sometimes you're gonna hear my GPS in the background. And the good thing is, when I do drive, it's a sunny day out right now. It's a little bit chilly out here in Toledo, but that's okay. It's, you know, it's going to be there away for a couple of days. I am going to pick up Justin, and I can check where I'm going. I'm going to McCarley Court, so I'm driving there now. And
head west on West Lasky Road toward Yermo Drive.
And the people ask me, you know, when you start driving for the first time, what GPS app do I use? Now there's three of them I could use. One is called Raz. It's a kind of like a I call it like Facebook for GPS. The good thing is that when you are using Raz,
turn left onto
you
Douglas
can
Road, then continue straight to stay on Douglas Road.
You can talk to people when on the road. It tells you what's going on, like if there's any police or accidents or something like that.
Continue straight to stay on Douglas Road.
That's a good thing. It tells you when you're running. I don't use Raz right now because I've used it before, and sometimes it doesn't pick up the satellite as quick as other GPS apps. So I use Google Maps for my navigation. The Lyft has built Google Maps into their app, so I use that. It usually gives me everything I need, how long it's going to take me to get there, what time I should be there by 9:12. And traffic's kind of busy right now, but it's 9 o'clock in the morning, so it's going to be. And I'm going to do, the good thing is I'm going to do a video for driving for Uber and driving for Uber Eats. So this is my first, second video on YouTube. Don't be worried, I am driving, but I'm also paying attention to the road and looking at my screen here. And so when I'm driving, I always pay attention to the people in front of me, because you never know what's going to happen. Somebody might stop suddenly, or a dog might run out. I'm always paying attention to what's going on. I'm talking and driving. I can do two things at once, so that's a good thing. Now when I do get to my location, I will then click on the app, it says you arrived. I would click on that, and then the people have 5 minutes to come out and say hi to me and get in my car. Now, for some reason they don't, 5 minutes, then I will call them and say, hey, I'm out here, what's going on? And if they still don't answer my phone call, then I will mark it down as a no-show. And I still get paid, like I get paid $5 for doing the ride, because I showed up, I did everything possible, and it happens sometimes. You know, people forget, people, they change their minds, whatever, it's up to them, but at least I make the opportunity to go see them and pick them up, okay? And that's just part of the game that I play with people sometimes, part of the driving portion. But now sometimes people ask me, you know, what is some of the hardest parts about driving. Like my last video, I think driving is easy, because right now I'm just driving to where I'm going, tells me where I'm going, and I just have to follow GPS and make sure that, you know, I follow rules and everything. But sometimes, you know, this direction I'm going could be the wrong location, because people might put in the wrong address, and I have to call them and say, hey, where you at, you know. But that's just nature of the game that I play. And gas here is pretty inexpensive. I just got gas for $2.15 a gallon, so that's a good thing. Usually between $2.30 and $2.40. It's going to take me about 9 minutes to get there based on the maps. So that's a good thing about Google Maps, is when people get in my car and I'm driving, they say, well, how long do I get before I get there? And I can tell them, you know, you're gonna be there in 5 minutes. So you may want to make call somebody or text someone and say, I'm about to be there. That's a good thing about my Google Maps. To go back to my story about driving, some of the strangest or the most awkward moment I ever had. I was driving one night and I picked up this couple downtown at a bar, Toledo, and for some reason the woman, the girlfriend I believe, got into my passenger side next to me, and the man got in behind me. And that was kind of strange to me, because usually what happens is that if they're a couple, they get together in the back seat, and then and they talk, you know, whatever they do back there. But this was different this time for some reason. So I'm driving. I started driving them home from the bar, and then suddenly the girl decided to put her arm around my waist when I'm driving. I'm like, that's different. And the funny thing is that the man behind me, her boyfriend I believe, didn't say anything about it. He just kept on asking me questions about driving, asking about what I do, and that's it. And I'm like, what do I do? Because I am, you know, what do you say to someone? You know, it's kind of awkward. Then after I let it go. I like played it off, no big deal. But then suddenly, about 10 minutes left in the ride, she took her arm around me, took it away from me and everything, and I dropped off them at their whole apartment. Everything was fine. So it was kind of awkward. One of the ugliest rides I ever had was when I picked up these 4 people downtown Toledo at a bar, and I'm driving them home. And I get to their location, and the guy that was sitting next to me, the man, said, oh, my friend threw up. But it was on the side of the car. It wasn't inside. I was like, wow, thank you. And he said, it wasn't very much. That's what he said to me. It wasn't very much. Like, oh, okay. Well, I thought it was like a little bit. I didn't know exactly how much. I should have looked, but it was dark out. It was at night, so I really couldn't see. And then I went to pick up these 2 guys at this restaurant, and then when the guy, the guy goes, "Oh, I'm not getting in that door." I'm like, oh. So I walked around, and there's a whole line of puke on the side of my car door. I'm like, oh man, that's not good. And that was my mistake. I should have checked it, but you know, it was dark out. I really couldn't see that well, and I should have checked it before I drove again. So it was my fault, but it was kind of disgusting having puke on the side of your car door. Lucky it wasn't inside. But the good thing about it, and I'm not saying it's good because it does smell, but if somebody does throw up in your car, what you do, and I've learned this, is you take a picture of it, you email it to Uber or Lyft while you're driving, and they will basically pay you $150 to clean up the mess. And it comes right out of the people's account that did it. Because if somebody did it and you know who did it in the car, then they would be charged $150 for that mess. Now I've heard online in other blogs that people want people to throw up in their car because they go out, buy this cleaning stuff themselves, clean it up themselves. That way they basically have the stuff there. And you know, it's not bad to have stuff ready to clean. I don't. I normally don't drive that much at night. So if I do drive during the day, so not many people are drunk during the day. So I don't have many people throw up in my car.
In a quarter mile, turn right onto Hill Avenue.
I did one time. My first ride ever was this gentleman. He was a Uber driver, and his car broke down and needed a ride to a doctor's appointment. And he told me one time he was driving and somebody threw up in his car. They threw up on his speakers. On his speakers. I'm like, oh man. And he said they paid about $200 to $300 to repair speakers in his car. So that can be expensive too for the rider if you do that. So just keep in mind that it might happen. It's never happened inside my car yet, thank God, but it can happen. So I'm still driving to my location. The GPS will be here in about 3 minutes. So I'm being picked up by a guy named Justin.
Head south on Northwestwood Avenue toward Hill Avenue, then turn right onto Hill Avenue.
And when I get done, when I arrive, like I said, on the app it says you have arrived, and I click on that. I do have a phone call.
You have an incoming call.
Yes.
I'm going home.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright.
Alright, I'll see you at home.
Okay.
Alright, bye.
Bye.
Call ended.
Continue on Hill Avenue for 1.5 miles.
So those are some of the stories I have that people ask me. I work full time, so some people at work ask me, "Hey, tell me some funny Uber stories or Lyft stories," and it's like makes their day when I tell them. They don't believe me sometimes. Like sometimes people don't believe me what happens in my job, but it does happen. And I should be there pretty soon to pick up Justin. See how Justin is today, see where I'm going. Now, one thing I also like driving for Lyft sometimes is what they call scheduled
In a
pickups.
quarter mile, turn right
And
onto Clifton Road.
this is not a scheduled pickup, but I did have one scheduled for today. I think at 10 or 10:30. And you can do that. You can basically do that if you want to. You can do it all day long if it's
Head west
available.
on Hill Avenue toward Independence Road, then turn right onto Clifton Road.
Is
Take the second
basically
right
people
onto
set up
Clifton
appointments,
Road,
doctor
then turn left
appointments.
onto Macaulay Court.
They make appointments,
Take the next left onto
and
Macaulay Court,
you know,
then turn left to stay
you
on
know,
Macaulay Court.
your whole day. You can say, well, I have this schedule and this schedule, and I'm about to pull up to the
Take
house.
the next left to stay on Macaulay Court, then you will arrive at your destination.
And I'm looking for the address now. And the address is 4127, so it's over there. So I found it.
Head southwest on Macaulay Court, then you will arrive at your destination.
And I'm pulling into the driveway. And then it says tap to arrive, and I do that. And then what happens is then they should get a text on their phone saying I'm here. And it says they have 5 minutes to come out and see me. If they don't, then it'll be, I will then say there's a note, I'll call them after 5 minutes. And here is coming now, Justin, so he's cool. Justin?
Yeah.
How you doing, Justin?
Yeah.
Good. I gotta let you know I'm recording this ride just from my website, so, and that's
Head
me.
east on Macaulay Court toward Clifton Road, then turn right onto Clifton Road.
How's your day?
Yeah, right.
Good. Make sure I don't hit any garbage cans.
Take the next right onto Hill Avenue, then turn right onto Richards Road.
We're going Merle Street still?
Yeah.
Okay. Just making
Head
sure.
east on Macaulay Court toward Clifton Road, then turn right onto Clifton Road. Turn right onto Clifton Road, then turn right onto Hill Avenue. Take the next right onto Hill Avenue, then turn right onto Richards Road. Take the next right onto Richards Road.
Busy day today?
Pretty busy. I got 2 jobs today. So
Wow.
yeah, most of
Busy man. At least the sun's out.
Right.
Cold.
Pretty nice day.
Gonna be cold.
In a quarter mile, turn left onto West Bancroft Street. Turn left onto West Bancroft Street.
We're about 3 minutes out, so.
In a quarter mile, use the second from the left lane to turn left onto Ohio 51 North. Use the second from the left lane to turn left onto Ohio 51 North.
I go Olive Garden?
Yeah.
Okay.
In 600 feet, turn right. Take the next right, then turn right.
I'm going right here.
All right here. Okie dokie.
Thank you.
No problem. Have a great day.
You too.
So right now I'm dropping off Justin at his work. I say drop off on my app, and then I rate him. Basically, I made $4.45 for that drive, and I usually give people a 5-star rating. So I'm back online. I drop them off, and I go to wait. And basically, I can get paid. Like if I go to earnings on the app, and it says get paid. It says right there. I just click on get paid, and it basically goes straight to my checking account. So I can get paid right now if I wanted to. So that's a great thing about driving for Lyft or Uber, is that you don't have to wait 1 or 2 weeks to get paid. You get paid instantly for that day. So that is how I do a Lyft ride. Please go to my website, qualitycardriver.com, and basically if any questions or comments, just leave some comments there. And everybody have a great day. This is Mike.